Welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining me today for an incredible journey into the world of American coins, a world where ordinary-looking pieces of metal can hide extraordinary histories, shocking mistakes, and unimaginable value. Today we are diving deep into the story of one coin that looks simple, familiar, and everyday but holds secrets that could elevate its worth from just 25 cents to an astonishing $973 million. That coin is the 1983 P Liberty Quarter Dollar, a coin struck at the Philadelphia Mint that, under the rarest circumstances, becomes one of the most extraordinary examples of American minting errors ever discovered. What makes this coin so valuable is not just one mistake or one anomaly, but a combination of errors, mint mark irregularities, misstrikes, and unique possibilities that make it almost singular in the world of numismatics. So settle in, because the story of this coin is filled with intrigue, rarity, and the unbelievable idea that something so small and ordinary could be worth hundreds of millions. When you hold a standard 1983 P Liberty Quarter in your hand, it feels completely ordinary. It is composed of the traditional copper nickel-clad alloy, has George Washington's profile on the obverse with the word Liberty to the left, the motto "In God We Trust" above, and the date 1983 with the tiny P mint mark beneath it, representing the Philadelphia Mint. Flip it over and you see the eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse, perched above the olive branches and arrows, a design familiar to millions of Americans for generations. To the untrained eye, it is just another quarter, something you might see in a cash register or a jar of coins. But in the world of coin collecting, small differences, rare mistakes, and historical anomalies are what create extraordinary value, and the 1983 P Liberty Quarter is a prime example of this phenomenon. The year 1983 is especially significant for the Liberty Quarter because it occurred during a period when the United States Mint was under intense pressure to maintain high production levels while simultaneously managing die quality, planchet availability, and equipment maintenance. Philadelphia, the country's largest mint, was producing hundreds of millions of coins for circulation, which meant the machinery was constantly running, dies were under immense stress, and the chances of rare errors slipping through were heightened. These conditions created the perfect environment for multiple types of mistakes, some of which have only been discovered decades later by the most meticulous collectors. One of the most remarkable error types for this coin involves double die errors. A double die occurs when a die, which is used to strike coins, receives multiple impressions that are slightly misaligned. When this flawed die is used to strike a coin, elements of the design appear doubled. On the 1983 P Liberty Quarter, doubling can occur on Washington's profile, on the word Liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," or even the date itself. Some double dies are subtle and only visible under magnification, while others are dramatic enough that the doubling can be seen immediately. A dramatic double die on this quarter, especially combined with other rare anomalies, instantly transforms an ordinary coin into an object of immense value. Another category of errors that can make a 1983 P Liberty Quarter extraordinarily valuable is off-metal or wrong planchet errors. These occur when a coin is struck on a blank intended for another coin type or made from an unexpected metal composition. Imagine a quarter struck on a cent planchet, a dime planchet, or even a foreign coin blank. The result is a coin with unusual weight, color, or thickness, making it immediately recognizable to collectors. While extremely rare, these off-metal errors are often considered some of the most valuable coins in the world. In the case of the 1983 P Liberty Quarter, an off-metal strike could easily contribute to a value of hundreds of millions, particularly if combined with a double die or other minting mistakes. Mint mark errors are another factor that can dramatically increase the value of this coin. In 1983, the P mint mark was applied mechanically, but human oversight still allowed for potential mistakes. Misaligned mint marks, doubled impressions, or partial mint marks can create varieties that are highly sought after. Collectors prize coins with repunched or mispunched mint marks because each one represents a unique moment in the minting process. On the 1983 P Liberty Quarter, a dramatic mint mark error, especially when combined with other anomalies such as a double die or off-metal strike, could create a coin unlike any other in existence. Die cracks, cuds, and chips also contribute to the coin's potential value. As dies age or become damaged, cracks appear, which transfer raised lines onto the coin during striking. Cuds occur when pieces of the die break off completely, leaving raised, irregular blobs on the coin. These errors are often dramatic, and collectors are fascinated by the unpredictable shapes and locations of these imperfections. A coin with a large die crack running across Washington's profile, combined with a double die on the lettering and a mint mark error, is effectively one of a kind, and uniqueness is the most important factor in determining extreme value in coin collecting. Off-center strikes, misalignments, and multiple strikes are additional ways a 1983 P Liberty quarter can become extremely rare. If a blank is struck off-center, the resulting coin might show only part of Washington's face, a sliver of the eagle, or stretched and distorted letters. Multiple strikes can create overlapping or ghosted images on the coin, producing a highly unusual appearance that collectors love. The combination of multiple errors off metal, double die, mint mark, die crack, and off-center strike on a single coin is extraordinarily unlikely, making any surviving example essentially unique. The historical context of 1983 also adds to the coin's allure. During this period, the United States Mint was modernizing and refining production processes while still meeting the demands of circulation. Equipment was running at maximum capacity, dies were used far beyond their ideal lifespans, and the sheer volume of coins increased the likelihood of rare mistakes going unnoticed. A coin that survived with multiple dramatic errors from this period is not just rare, it is a tangible piece of mint history. It tells a story of how ordinary coins could, under precise conditions, become extraordinary treasures. Collectors are drawn not only to monetary value but also to rarity, uniqueness, and the story behind the coin. A 1983 P Liberty quarter with multiple errors, a repunched or misaligned mint mark, die cracks, and off-center or off-metal striking represents a moment in history that can never be reproduced. The rarity of such a coin, combined with the collector demand for singular examples, is why valuations of $973 million are discussed in numismatic circles. The coin's worth is not about the metal it contains or the face value it represents, it is about the rarity, the historical significance, the errors, and the unique combination of features that make it virtually impossible to find another identical example.